Brain Boosters presents How to Know When a Girl is Thinking About You. 1. Looking for you. A girl looks for you wherever she goes when she's thinking about you. Consider yourself in the middle of a busy space. Your favorite gal just entered the room. She may start by doing any number of things. She had a pal to chat to. Seize a snack. Make a beverage. However, she starts by scanning the room for you before doing anything else. She wants to be aware of your presence. She could decide to wait till later. She could look about the room, give you a brief look, and then go on to something else. But that does not indicate that she is uninterested. In actuality, searching suggests a more serious interest in your possible relationship. Unlike everyone else in the room, she has been thinking about you, thus she is interested in where you are. 2. Reacting promptly. The feelings that come with texting a person you adore may be intense. You may believe they like you one day, but the next you may feel uncertain and uneasy. So, how can you recognize when a text recipient is thinking of you? Take note of the conversation's tempo. Consistent. Is it swift and reliable? Or must there be a 2-day gap between messages? The latter is a typical indication of boredom. Usually, people let conversations drudge along when they aren't enthusiastic about another person. She seldom thinks about you, so she might put you on read for a few days. On the other hand, a girl's texting habits radically alter when she is thinking about you. She looks forward to your messages every time you send them. She expresses her joy by answering promptly and deftly. She'll carry on the chat. She'll be curious about your life. She seldom makes you wait and frequently asks questions. Now, there are situations when a female shows interest in you but responds to messages slowly. Some folks have hectic schedules. Others dislike using their phones for extended periods of time. But occasionally, it's your actions that are alienating her. Don't expect her to be timely and considerate. For instance, if you take days to answer to each message. If you're not interested in her, she doesn't want to come across as desperate or clingy. She follows your texting practices, therefore she takes her time. Compare a girl's texting patterns to your own to find out what she thinks of you. It can be a one-sided relationship if she doesn't answer right away and you do. But there's a strong likelihood she's interested in you if she's eager to hear from you. 3. Unpleasant interest. When you're present, a female could display nervousness or restlessness if she's thinking about you. Although it would be ideal for her to be at ease and unwind, spending time with close friends might be stressful. Around the people you like, you place a lot of pressure on yourself. You hope everything works out. You wish to strengthen your bond. You're obsessively focused on making the proper statements and delivering the appropriate signals. Using appropriate language. She could be battling the same whirlwind of feelings if she seems uneasy around you. You simultaneously bring her joy, comfort, anxiety, and embarrassment. Your encounters are naturally a little uneasy. Awkwardness may appear to be a bad indication, but it really shows that there are powerful sentiments present on both sides. She is interested about your happiness. What you think of her matters to her. She might not yet be able to unwind around you, but that's only because she's thinking about you. 4. Upcoming engagements. How can you tell whether a female wants to see you again? A female will make future engagement suggestions when she wants to strengthen your bond. Perhaps she will say, "I'm free tomorrow night." Alternatively, "I don't have many plans this weekend." Comments like this provide you the chance to develop specific plans. Do you want to hang out this weekend? Or, "Great. Let's do something tomorrow," are the responses she wants you to provide. A female is likely interested in you if she is making arrangements. Having confidence that everything is going well, you may breathe deeply. However, that doesn't imply that you should take your time. Her affections for you can fade if you put off planning your next engagement for too long. So seize whatever opportunity she presents you with as soon as possible. By doing this, you create momentum and advance your connection. 5. Physical signs. Not just men display a need for physical contact. Women communicate physically just as much as males do, but these messages aren't always evident. Others rely on little and inconspicuous clues, while some females will touch your arm or mimic your body language. For instance, a female would gradually become closer to you if she is thinking about you. She could be seated amiably far away when you first start talking to her. She has, however, invaded your personal space after an hour. These imperceptible bodily cues might occasionally show unconscious affection. She might not be aware of how close you two are seated. Sometimes it's totally on purpose. In any case, being physically near demonstrates confidence, comfort, and attractiveness. Attraction. So, be aware of your distance from one another. This girl cares more about you than you could imagine if it's closing by the minute. 6. Aggravating eye. Your gaze is drawn to someone when you like them. You immediately start staring as soon as they enter the room. Because you believe they are the most gorgeous person in the world, there is no one you would prefer gaze at. Guys have a reputation for starring. They find it difficult to look away from the girls they admire. But girls are the same as boys. Yes, they are a bit more subdued. But by looking in a certain direction, a female frequently reveals what she is considering. If a female is thinking about you, she will glance your way at any costs. Look at her, you want to. In other words, she wants your attention just as much as you do, but she doesn't want to be seen. She sneaks looks and stares when you're turning away since she doesn't want to show her emotions too openly. She occasionally catches herself gazing. If it just occurs once, it's not a huge issue. It probably has no significance. But if it occurs often, appearing to stare anytime you turn your head, it's not a coincidence. The only person on this girl's thoughts is you, thus she can't take her eyes off of you. 7. Looking for solutions. Has she ever inquired about your dating life? A female cares whether you're single or not if she's thinking about you. Your girlfriend will avoid stepping on anyone's toes if you have one. However, if you're not dating someone, she could be more comfortable expressing her emotions and deepening your bond. This is true, but there's a far more straightforward explanation for why she wants to know if you're in a relationship. She's asking because she thinks about it all the time. Has he ever been with a girl? Is he unmarried? Is he fond of me? She's contemplating if she has a chance with you while she sits there. The best course of action in this circumstance is to respond honestly. You don't have to perform tricks on her or lie about your relationship status in order to get her attention. Tell her if you're single if that's the case. She will want to know, I promise. 8. Jovial teasing. It's not only men that make fun of the women they admire. When they are interested in someone, women do similarly. Because she wants to express attention and affection, they will make jokes and tease you. Affection. However, it goes beyond that. She could be making fun of you to test how you respond to humorous criticism. Do you grow defensive and insecure? Defensive. Or do you cooperate and retort? Some women like utilizing jokes and banter to gauge your personality. However, they have good intentions when they tease. She enjoys making jokes and having fun with you because you are more important to her than you may know. 9. Personal information. Has she ever divulged any private information about her life? Girls don't discuss their personal life unless they are speaking to a close friend or relative. She could be more open to you because you've been on her thoughts a lot lately. You are someone she feels comfortable confiding in and trusting. She wants to know more about you and for you to learn more about her. It's crucial to be open and vulnerable in return if you find yourself in a position like this. She does not want to be the only one who divulges private information. She could even be disclosing personal information to nudge you towards doing the same. She is interested in your identity and the quality of your life, in other words. She probably has been considering these questions for some time. Be vulnerable with her when she is vulnerable with you if you share the same sentiment. Because of how vulnerable you become, your bond deepens. 10. Making offerings. If she thinks about you constantly, she will always find a way to spend time with you. Making last-minute planning may be necessary in some cases. Sometimes it involves changing plans so the two of you can spend time together. It's a huge deal if she's prepared to give up these things for you. In order for the two of you to accomplish something together, she is rearranging her life. And that says a lot about how she feels about you. So, don't assume these sacrifices are unnecessary. She is going above and above for you because she cannot stop thinking about you. We appreciate you viewing Brain Boosters, and we hope you'll subscribe.